friends, this is Nubia Soul again for an update. Yeah! Now, this is what has been happening. I landed an interview in CNN, and probably some of you were probably asking, how did she land up an interview on CNN, the biggest channel in global news? Well, this is what happened. My manager, Ben Sidu, posted an article about me as an up-and-coming artist who uses digital platforms. And guess what? CNN was surfing through my PR articles and they found me because I'm hip, I'm fresh, and I'm young, and I am happening. Anyhow, back to seriousness. So, they called me on a Tuesday and I responded. I had to quickly organize some stuff. They got organized. On Wednesday, the interview happened.
Since you guys are promoting the same sound, so I will put the same
So
sound.
you're taking the project.
I did this year.
Because I don't know what I talk about.
So it's gonna get coming
after
Oh, okay.
I was not the producer of this project, so that's why I don't know.
It's not actually, we're not going to use the sound.
Okay.
We're just going to have shots of you guys talking with each other.
Oh, okay.
Right, so I just need, it's called a sequence, just to build it up that the two of you are like together. Yeah, on this little thingy, you know. Is that right?
Let's talk about the
If you're not
mastering.
going to use the sound, it's perfect. Because it's so difficult, to talk about something that we have never done.
I think it would be just asking about the album itself. Yeah.
I understand it.
I think just asking about the album.
Okay, cool. So let's, Candy.
Now the experience on its own was very overwhelming. I wouldn't lie to you. I was very humbled. I felt unworthy, and I felt like I didn't deserve to be chosen because there are people that are far more talented than I am. There are people that have refined voices as if they don't drink whiskey or wine on a daily basis. There are people that are more spontaneous than I am. But then at the same time, I didn't drag myself down because I knew that if it was time and it was opportunity, I had to work that thing as if tomorrow would never come.
Does this rain come down to destroy or to give life to earth? Are the waters full of rage that they will sweep everything before it's past? Will the living appreciate its gift from the highest heavens? Highest heavens. Raindrops. Falling from my eyes, dropping to the rivers, flowing down the ocean. Raindrops, raindrops,
life very easier. Then you can revert back, takes you back to the app. So it's very convenient.
Excellent.
Thank you. Done.
Okay.
Okay, we're
Tell
done.
Samsung I want to freeform.
Do you know about the key?
I've heard about it. And it felt good at the end of the day. The response was so awesome. Due to that, I have friends in China. I have friends in Washington, the White House. Yes, 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 me. I have the governor who follows me on Twitter. How wonderful is that, governor? Anyway, I also have a lot of African friends. I have friends from Mexico. I have friends from the United States. I have friends in Australia. I have friends in Japan as well, and some other countries in Africa. And I really appreciate each and every one of them, even though I have never seen them or touched them or even had close contact with them physically. But I just want to let them know that due to them watching and paying attention to me, little old me, for like 5 minutes, it paid off. So I'm very much thankful as an independent artist, and praise be to Jah. Yeah, boy, I'm out.
The music industry is not an easy one to break into.
La 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 la.
But upcoming artists like Nubia Soul have found a new way to overcome barriers.
I've mostly used the cyber world, the digital network. It has done great wonders for me lately. And that's how I managed to get my stuff out there, my artwork. Digital network is the best thing or the best way to start with, because now it will mean that you will do your stuff wholeheartedly, full content, and distribute it out there to everyone globally, unlike having to go the traditional route, which is actually going to take time and people have to warm up to you and they still want to get to know you first. So I'd say digital is the best way to go about promoting yourself and your art.
Nubia Soul released her debut album digitally in May and has solely relied on digital platforms to promote her music.
I have utilized Facebook, Google+, Twitter, SoundCloud. I've used my PR, okay, to write about my stuff out there and to get it promoted. I've used the website, because I have a personal website. So I did almost everything.
She even has her own app, and she says it's paying off.
The response has been good. We received downloads in South Africa, and we've also received a lot of downloads as well from the UK. So there are people that are actually distributing the songs and playing the songs on online streaming radio.
Nubia Soul says she feels a sense of ownership over her craft as well as revenue.
Usually when the apps are downloaded, right, there's a certain portion that an online distribution company takes and the rest of the portion comes through to me. So they send me an updated version of who updated, how many were downloaded, and they send me the summary of the invoice through to me.
It's an independent way to share her music with a larger audience.
Yeah, I like that.
Pierre Rautenbach, a representative from the recording industry of South Africa, says the traditional music industry supports digital music platforms.
Record companies have been adding tremendous value to the process. These online services wouldn't exist were it not for the involvement of record companies. And independent artists can piggyback on that and get their content released as well.
However, there is a growing effect on physical sales.
Currently, 29% of the worldwide music market, the revenue stream coming out of music, is from digital services. So, yes, physical sales are declining, but it's still a massive chunk of the entire basket in there. Digital sales It's just another revenue stream, and it does buffer some of the effects that piracy has had on physical sales and some of the habits that people have exhibited in the way they consume music.
Mobile companies are now looking into these new behaviours. Samsung, in partnership with Universal Music, have recently launched a music app specifically created for African consumers.
Africa is quite unique in that we've got a diverse group of people with a very diverse group of interests, and more than anything else, diverse access to hardware, access to the connectivity, access to the things that allow people to access a digital life and enhance their lifestyle, their personal lifestyle. So what we've done is we've looked at how we've focused our products on not just taking something from another market that works in another market and trying to stick it in here, but we focused on how we can take these things and build them for Africa.
The service is called Clique.
It's about making sure that African talent get a voice and that they're heard. There are many other great music services available, Spotify, Deezer, to name a few, but these fundamentally showcase American music or British music. In many cases, African music, even if available on the service, is not showcased. So the Clique fundamentally has 4 playlists, 2 audio diaries, 2 news articles, and 3 full albums. What it's also got, because it's not just a streaming service, is the Vault. And the Vault has got your downloads.
Like other music services, the app tailors music to listeners' preferences.
It's about making it simpler. Yes, it's about selling more devices, but it's about creating a built for Africa, comfortable environment that works for you.
The dramatic growth in digital offerings creates more options for consumers and opportunities for artists.
If you look at the global revenue from digital music, it went up from $4.6 billion in 2009 up to 5.6 in 2012. So that's only a guess where it would be when the year it's 2020.
The cyber is more like your world of exploration and a platform whereby you can put anything out there, because you might never know who's actually going to listen, who's going to view your stuff. And the more people get interested, whether it's in South Africa or somewhere else around the world, they're able to access you virtually. So it is going to grow, obviously, and I'm willing to grow along with it. So glad you called me.
For emerging artists like Nubia Soul, it's an innovative way to tap into a booming market.
La 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 la, la 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 la, la la la.
This is the album Love Chronicles by Nubia Soul, available on iTunes, Amazon and OVI. For the latest updates and more, go to House of Nubia Soul, Twitter handle @Nubia_Soul, and Google Plus Nubia Soul, the Soul Crafter. Also download the Nubia Soul app at App Store and Google Play for news updates and more. Morto bella.